Guess they don't want to play against the Lycan Mars, where Lycan goes off lane, I guess. You build Ags, you bite the Mars. Mars gets his extra rebuke damage to go along with the crit from the shapeshift.
I've never seen that in my life.
But
But yeah,
yeah.
the new tactic, the new strat that just hasn't been found out by teams yet, But
I
they'll
mean, that's
start
that's
playing.
when you play a lineup where you put Mars mid. So you have a double strength, double initiator lineup where Lycan goes 3 and Mars goes mid. And that's actually that was a thing in North America 1.5 years ago or 2 years ago where they played it a lot. They would always put Mars into mid if they needed a secondary strength initiator because he was very hard to kill. He soaks up damage nicely,
That
and then you have a
that was
flexible
the
offlaner.
Was that the part when everyone was spamming NA Dota lol like before this major? I'm not sure. Either way, we saw that on this major the America region did well. I didn't see no Mars Lycans, so maybe that's the main reason for it. But Army
Maybe. Who
Geniuses, they
knows?
respond with the Undying, and RSG, they have no heroes that are good at taking down the Tombstone. Abaddon is okay with the Curse of Avernus, but it
Hey.
isn't great. I really like the Army Geniuses lineup. They have solid lanes. The Medusa is untouched here. She lanes solidly well against the Mars, especially once you have the Undying. You have these heroes that push towers. You have kill potential. The
You
only
have a
thing
game
that
plan.
they're missing,
You
yeah,
have
you
a
have
real
a game
game
plan.
plan in this.
And the only thing they're missing is the hero that's gonna finish people off. So someone that finishes people off once the DK gets the stun. And there's a ton of heroes in the pool. I don't think RSG can ban the all of the Queen of Pains, Pucks, and heroes like that, Storm Spirits that Army Geniuses are gonna be gunning for now.
There's the Medusa that I was kind of cheering for, as Medusa was banned in the last game of the last stage, or last phase, so they did not get the Medusa pick out as their carry. They wanted to secure it now, so what are your most likely bans? Like, are you fearful for the... I don't think the anti-mage even fits the RSG lineup. I don't think you even want to go for it, even though it's considered a Medusa counter, but Medusa also
Ursa.
somewhat counters. Ursa, yeah,
Ursa,
we've seen one Ursa today. Yeah, it would make sense. They could get rid of it too. There we
there
go.
it is. And maybe a Drow. Because the Drow would actually allow RSG to have good heroes to destroy the Tombstone. You have the Arena to protect her. The Abaddon just needs to play with the Ember Spirit in the early mid game and with the Drow as the mid game and the later portions of it kick in.
That's actually a very good idea because you have the Abaddon, so you have a way to remove the arrow stuns, the dragon tail stuns right away from a glass cannony type carry hero. So if you went for Drow here, that would actually be a pretty good idea for RSG unless Army Geniuses decide to ban it. So I like the way you're thinking here, Harry.
I like the way you're thinking as well, especially when you're praising me. It feels good. Probably on the camera people can't see, but I am blushing. So thank you for the nice words. Let's see what Army Geniuses do. I mean, there is you can always look at the sniper as the Medusa counter, but they in the past few years kind of expanded the stone gaze. So sniper, no matter how far behind you are, the stone gaze will connect on you. So it might not be something that you want to go for. But I'm looking at RSG and thinking about a range hero. So those two are the ones that come to mind. I would actually be okay even with the Clinks, but I don't think we've seen a Clinks in Southeast Asia, or we see it very rarely because it's a hero that can match the farm of the Medusa.
So if you want a range hero, the only range heroes that MKS has actually played in the course of this tournament are Medusa, TA, Gyrocopter, and Clinks. So those are the 4 range heroes that he has played. The rest are melee. We have PAs, Slarks, Spectres, Juggernauts, Tinies, CKs. So pick your poison.
Then Clinks. I'd pick the Clinks. There is the ban.
There's the Clinks ban. So we'll get that one through. And
Sniper.
Talked about the Sniper. There we'll go for the Sniper versus Medusa matchup in this. I mean, you've got an Abaddon on your team, so I'm a bit, hopeful for the Sniper to come out pretty strong in here. Maybe the Desolator build, which we did get to see earlier on. Mask of Madness, Desolator, Dragonlance is a pretty viable build, and you can go for BKB if you really want protection against the DK stuns. But Mirana's going to be on you, DK's going to be on you. They are hunting this Sniper, but they need to isolate the Abaddon from the fights to really get to this little dwarf.
The only reason Army Geniuses aren't insta-picking the Storm right now is they don't know if it's gonna be enough damage. That is the only thing they're afraid of. Are we gonna be able to finish off a hero that is not a sniper? Okay, that's actually pretty cool. Is that gonna be the
Smells
offlaner?
trouble.
Yep.
Spells trouble for the sniper. Having a +3 Night Stalker who's gonna be on top of you a lot, you're gonna have mischance. You're gonna have trouble positioning yourself, and the only savior for you is either Ember chains the Night Stalker or Mars blinks in to save your sniper. That's kind of the way that they get the sniper to safety, because the Abaddon himself is not sufficient, because you would need a force staff. You need another force staff in your team. Otherwise, the sniper is just going to keep on dying. They will jump this guy and they will kill him.
But this Night Stalker is gonna get absolutely demolished in the laning phase.
lane's
Sniper
gonna be hard.
Abaddon.
Yeah.
Oh man, they're gonna crush him. The thing is, Army Geniuses don't have good heroes to go with the Night Stalker. You're gonna see the sniper, but I think RSG, as soon as they see the Dark Ascension, they just bail. You know, you bail. You spare some of the heroes of Army Geniuses. You know, Army Geniuses are good at fighting at an area that they start off the fight by the Dragonite jumping in. Later on in the game, Dragonite jumps in, stun, instant Aphotic Shield, run. You just run, and the Army Genius can't do much. Of course, there is a chance that this kind of a lineup can work out if you're constantly running over your opponents, but I'm just looking at RSG. The sniper pick now looks pretty solid, because I don't see him dying. I don't see him instantly dying, and that is what you want to do with the rest of Army Genius's lineup. So, you know, I now am even more in favor of the sniper pick than the Drow, because I thought about it, and you want the Abaddon to play with the Ember in the early mid game, and the sniper is much better at farming the woods with the shrapnel than a Drow would be. So he's gonna be getting more farm, and then at some point you can use the strength of the sniper. So I'm just loving the RSG lineup in this one, and the Army Geniuses. I don't know how they finish off a hero. That is the main issue I see with them.
Well, I did feed a piece of information to you that you could have taken to your advantage, but I will take it and I will steal it instead. The most important statistic that there is, it is the win rates on these teams on their respected sides. RSG on Radiant, 44.4. Army Geniuses on Dire, 76.9. So Dire wins. Ta-da, game over. We can go onward. That's all you need to know. Basically, Army Geniuses did get straight up 2-2-0s in the first phase, then heading over to phase 2 and just, you know, having successful drafts, but happening to be on the right side. So, long story short, be smart, don't make any mistakes in life, and nothing, whatever you do, and you will do just fine.
Would you consider
I would
playing
recommend
Dota
that to
a
everyone.
mistake? Would you consider playing Dota being a mistake?
Nope. Because if you're playing Dota, then you're obviously making things right, and you're just getting success, and you're making wins. So, simple as that. Fighting for the River Rune. 3 versus 4. AG Army Geniuses have the man advantage, and with that arrow, they're able to isolate anybody from touching the Bounty Rune, and Army Geniuses go 3-1.
Finally, they get a win at the start of the match. It's gonna be Army Geniuses getting a bit more, though.
Better every game. From
This
4-0
time
to 2-2
around,
to 3-1.
their lanes are just looking super bad, especially the bottom one. Like, the Mirana needs to do a lot of work here, keeping the Abaddon away from the Night Stalker and just pushing in the lane every single time. Okay, luckily he does get the range creep with an arrow, but this is gonna be very, very hard for him.
That is what they need to do. Like, for Roger's sake, all he needs to do is chase the Night Stalker. Mirana will poke the sniper, so sniper's positioning will be key. Mirana is already grabbing the creep wave here. Very important work, super needed, but Roger's doing the same thing.
He knows.
He knows. This is so good. Like, smart play from Abaddon, knowing that the only way that we win this lane is depriving the Night Stalker off of experience and being able to harass. So, beautiful connection there for Roger and Narman. And now the cores are running away from their lane to, to join this. This is so wild. And Roger even catches the arrow, so the range creep doesn't die, but he takes a lot of damage, allowing Womi to finally get a couple trades, a couple hits in.
That's actually a big, unless the arrow connects like that on the Abaddon, you don't take a lot of his HP down, and now he cannot be a nuisance to the Night Stalker. If he had full HP here, he would zone out Womi from this creep wave as well. So that is quite big.
And if he hit the level 2, he would have hit level 2 if that range creep would have died right away, so we had to wait for it a little bit longer. Not that he would really have any ability, but he's got the extra stats. He hits harder, he gets more HP. He's got pretty good stat gain per level on the Night Stalker. Roger is desperate to connect the remainders of the last creep wave to the new creep wave, and MKS is going to bring the rest of the mobs together into a big bulk, a big bunch. This bottom lane is absolute chaos in terms of lane tranquility. But Womi is going to be getting his level 3 shortly, as we could take a quick look on the other lanes, what's going on, as it's pretty tied up, 9 versus 8 in terms of CS. And then we have the top lane with, well, 11 to 10. So everything looks all good. I think bottom lane is the more important one because Narman's taking MKS's courier. We finally have a big creep wave under the tower again. Ally chat for the well-played call there.
The bottom lane is definitely the most interesting one, and I like that Army Genius has actually found a way for the Night Stalker not to get completely crushed. So whenever the lane is just so problematic for you, you just make sure that you create chaos on the lane, and that is something that they did exactly. Now MKS though is level 3 on the sniper, and this is the timing for the hero, but that just means we're still not gonna fight you, and Arman continuing with his annoying moves.
Yep. Mirana being chased by bandits. Holy damn, it's so hard to click. If you click anywhere, it will latch onto anything. This new update, well, it's not even a new update anymore, but the change is to not being able to draw on the minimap anymore. As a spectator, MKS First Blood is going to be happening. Arrow connection, Womi. We talked about a tough lane for Army Geniuses, but they take First Blood in this specific lane.
Yep. They managed to outplay RSG, knowing that they're the weaker ones. They found a way around it, and Night Stalker, sure, he wasn't getting a lot of CS, but when you look at it, he's actually not struggling at all. He has the same amount as the Ember Spirit, and finally, Army Geniuses are going to be doing well in the laning stage. This is definitely a necessity in this game in particular, because you don't have the damage to do much in the early mid game, so you need to win the laning phase, not so much to make yourself strong, but to make RSG weak, not have those stat items to keep them alive once you're chasing them.
DB, Tombstone is placed down by Varus. Spear misses from Mars. Potential kill taking place in the top lane. Medusa's damage is going to be sufficient that the zombies are gnawing at the feet of this Mars, and they take down the god himself. Xiaoyu, first death in his lane. The second kill for Army Geniuses.
Yeah, beautifully done. This is RSG being like, okay, we have really strong lanes here, but the thing is, Army Genius found a way to play around it. Oh, top lane, DB. That was a beautiful stroke of fate.
Good plays, but not enough to finish the job. Medusa has to be careful as well with that mana balance. MKS, he's got his triple slippers with an elven band of elven skin. I just wanted to double check that I said that right, because I was about to say elf of band skin. I was like, wait, no, that's not correct.
But
imagine if you just carried a random elf in your inventory.
Oh. Mid lane.
You got interested already. Azura, and it gets stunned by the Inkswell, but he is a tanky boy. Here comes Mirana as well, and Varus is here. And Ember is low. He's got a fairy fire. Tombstone is... Oh no, that might have been a mistake. The slate was a bit too much.
I don't think he gets out of there either way.
Might have made it to the trees, but yeah, I mean, Dragontail was coming off cooldown, so I guess that probably sealed his fate. But there's the Tombstone is placed down. Catapult's going to be there as well. Azura is going to be taking some poke onto this tower. Things are looking pretty good for Army Geniuses. 3-0. So they did listen to us after all about putting emphasis into the laning stage. They're going to kill in every lane so far.
Yeah, but when you look at their lanes, other than the Medusa Undying, their lanes aren't that great still.
Exactly.
The DK will be okay in the mid lane either way. And now it's nighttime on the bottom lane with Womi being level 5 with the phase boots, and this sniper that should have crushed the lane is gonna be struggling. This is looking awesome for Army Geniuses. So now we're gonna start looking at Auxiliary, and he's gonna be the big thing. Also with the DK being in the mid lane, his first dragon form was when there's no Mars Arena. We talked with Xiaoyu being able to kill the Dragonite fight with just the help of the Grimstroke, but you need to be level 6 before that can happen. So nicely done by Army Geniuses, getting some damage on the tier 1, but it wasn't a lot, and we can expect the Mars to have level 6 for the next time. So next fight around the mid lane will be big.
MKS missing a couple last hits there under the tower. Getting some unlucky damage rolls, I guess, from the tower, and was suspecting them to die, but he's, you know, you need to get the last hits out. Oh, again, that's 3 missed last hits in a row. Okay, finally cuts down the loss streak. Very important that the sniper does get the most that he needs out of this lane, because we've already talked about the Night Stalker Dark Ascension. That is now online. That is his hunting tool to just kill the sniper. So sniper needs either a backup body, or he just needs to leave this place.
Roger will be there, and they're bringing heroes.
Yep.
Might be under vision though.
I mean, they can just go for it. What can Roger do? He can slow down the attempt onto the sniper. Sniper's actually standing his ground. Womi is feeling fearful for his life, and he's trying to get himself out of there. But there is some traffic on the other way. Exercise Learn is trying to read where he's going, but the Night Stalker doesn't show himself. And Narman went under the tower. They both end up being very low. So the first Dark Ascension does not connect into a kill. So the sniper is too hard in the end.
The thing is, the sniper has pretty solid armor for a hero, and you have a okay HP. You can look at his stats. He even had the infused range up, so with infused range up saving you from magical damage, and armor saving you from physical. Also the headshot helping against the Night Stalker. You do survive, and that's the first Dark Ascension out. So sometimes it's just a mistake going onto a level 6 sniper. He's way too strong early on. Narman.
Okay, Roger gets the snipe. MKS he just got level 6, so that allows him to get the assassinate for the kill. He did not have the assassinate up by the when the Night Stalker went on him, but now he gets to use it for a kill. Good vision from Roger.
Very nicely done.
I guess Narman should have just gone all the way to the fountain. Like, he was already very low from the last engagement.
I like when teams use the sniper early on. Sniper, when he hits the level 7, level 6, level 7, he's just way too powerful. So I would like RSG to potentially use him for a pressure on the map or a defense of a tower, and then go to farm stacks. For now, RSG don't have stacks.
Dying, gonna drop in the top lane. That's gonna be a solo kill for Xiaoyu.
This opens up things for Azura.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you do want to do that if you're Xiaoyu. So now Army Geniuses are probably going to be rallying around the DK. Even if they don't have the Dark Ascension, it's still 9 time for 30 seconds.
They're trying their best to poke this DK, but only getting him down to half HP. Dragon Knight's got 20 armor already. An arrow Dragon Tail. Very good damage early on onto this Ember Spirit. Not in trouble though. Just a Mirana and a DK doing some poke plus the Flame Guard, so he was never in really any trouble. No Arena either in the top lane, so DP is fine. Coming back to the lane, he needs to count seconds on his mind because he doesn't want to get caught by that Arena once it's back off cooldown.
That was a cool play by Exilian. Just going onto the DK, understanding that you don't have the Arena, so you don't want him to get close to your tower. You want to push back. Unfortunately, he took a little bit more damage than he wanted, but just a quick TP to the base and he'll be fine. So I like this one. RSG, knowing that they don't have the Arena, they make something happen.
Sniper all alone. Perfect chance for Army Geniuses to finally punish the sniper, and they will. Good read.
Yeah, beautiful one. The sniper? Oh no, that ward now from the Abaddon, he just put it. So if he had put it there like 5 seconds, 10 seconds before this one, the kill on the sniper wouldn't have happened most likely.
Medusa has arrived to rescue to the mid lane, and Undying setting up for Exercise Learn, but
bottom lane?
bottom ulti has to be revealed, and yep, they've got the... Ooh, the arrow almost connects, but do they even need it? Require them to get the arrow connection in the end. MKS has also just respawned, so he's back to defending the tower, and he also has to. He needs to reveal himself. Glyph onto the shrapnel. Keeping the wave alive a bit longer as the Glyph is also slowly running out on this tower. MKS gets rid of the creep wave, gets rid of the Cardi.
Thank you. The thing is, Army Geniuses, they need a tower. They're gonna have the Night Stalker and the DK. These heroes are very good at controlling areas and getting one kill, then running for more. If you can't control the map, it's gonna be problematic.
Interesting tip there from Xiao Bonbon. Undying wanted to get the D ward, and then he died because of it. Zero also tumbler toying himself in. Tries to look for the blink stun. I guess you could say jump stun. In this case, on the DK onto the Ember Spear, but Exile Learn dodges it. Heavy snake damage as well onto the Grimstroke. That takes down 1/3 of his HP pool.
Look at MKS.
Yeah.
He's just shooting the tower.
Just chilling. There's no Dark Ascension up for another 45 seconds. Narman looking for the angle, but there's the creep wave, which he would rather grab. They're getting a tower for free while they're pushing in mid with the spear. The arena placed down. There's the stun onto the DK, but the tower hits are not going through the arena. He's not really taking any extra damage, and MKS continues. Mask of Madness popped. Pew, pew, pew. Tower down.
This is the only time I'm seeing those trooper guns actually be effective. They almost miss every single time, but the sniper is going to be on point. And this is, again, RSG being able to force out a defensive Dragonite form. So the Dragon form comes out, meaning that the towers aren't going to be taking much damage. DB, he understands this, and he's coming towards the mid lane. He at least needs to be present to defend this tower. So Army Geniuses, they won the laning phase, but with how the map control is going for RSG, they're doing okay. So what does that mean? Army Geniuses have to use the Dark Ascension to dive. And we can see that they want to go towards the mid lane, but they're unsure if they can. So just going from mid lane to the bottom lane, trying to find a dive, because this is what they need at this point. Dive the enemies, force the TPs, potentially get a few kills, but it's more important for RSG not to be spread around the map like this.
7.5k net worth up on the Medusa as well, so starting off to a very good game for the Medusa here early on. That is also what RSG recognizes. We will have to address the Medusa problem later on, but it's most likely kill everybody else, leave the Medusa for last, and let her 1v9 this game.
Shadows.
If she can. TP's into the top lane. A lot of fighting here with the Mystic, the Stone Gaze. No Mystic, no Skyrats here today. And MKS all by himself. They got all the information in the top and the mid lane, so the sniper, he's left all alone, and Roger's not there in time either.
Mid lane?
Grimstroke tried to TP in there too, and yep, they're going to take down this DK Azura. Oh, Azura. And now on Roger as well, another kill. Soulbind being used as well, but the Grimstroke tries to get away, but it is in vain. Army Geniuses will take 3 at the cost of 1.
RSG baiting their own sniper there. When they went for the Medusa, the TPs came out. But when they saw that the Medusa was gonna survive, Army Geniuses just canceled those TPs, and the sniper was like, okay, they TP top to save Medusa, let me just make something happen. But it was too greedy. He needed to wait just a few more seconds behind the tower, and then he would have understood that no one is gonna show on the map. Cool for RSG is that they're killing the Dragonite, but the main killer for the side of Army Geniuses is Womi on the Night Stalker, and he just participated in 3 kills, which is a big deal. DK in the end, he's just gonna be a blink stun, and he can play the off lane role just from the mid lane.
Sniper who is going for a Maelstrom to get a bit of extra damage pumped up, and I feel like MKS needs a BKB this game, because you have blink stun on the DK, you have blink coming up on the Night Stalker most likely at some point of the game. He's pulling his BKB first though, so you need to be able to, 1, hit through the time you're being focused on, and be able to cast your abilities, because you need the shrapnel. You really need it to slow down your enemies, as the Ember is looking for room, as he's looking for his angles to jump in, and to save the sniper you need a bit of protection, but you don't want to go full on save, because you still need the damage. Otherwise you're not killing the Medusa this game. There we go with the Blink Spear from Xiaoyu onto the Undying. Chains are there as well, but there's the Tombstone, and Varys is still staying alive, and he lifts Ripper the Assassin. It's going to be there, and that should finish him off. They are still taking the Mars down, nevertheless. Tombstone Zombie still keeping the creep wave busy. He finished off the catapult of the mid wave as well by DB, and they're moving around the area, and there's a DD rune for the Medusa to pick up. Let's see if they want to take it and force the tower down, even with this next creep wave, because they want to use the dragon form. They have to blink stun. XSI, all he needs to do is chain the DK. He chains the Medusa. Chains are now on cooldown, so he has to take a moment backwards. Azura's probably trying to read the moves. He's got his Blink Dagger ready now. That chain did not connect, and they take the tower with the help of that DD rune. So they took exactly what they thought that they possibly could at that moment, and they did.
Well played by DB. His movements to the mid lane, kind of stacking his farm for just a minute or two, definitely helped him. Womi is not gonna be caught here. Okay, scratch that.
Good TP from Exerciser, and even Harry Freak, he is shocked by the Ember Spirit's chains as his TP gets cancelled, and RSG score a kill in the bot lane. That is the arena down, though.
Arena down and the kill on the bottom lane next to your tower. That just goes to showing what kind of a situation they're in. I like that they reacted fast and killed the Night Stalker, but the next time he gets a BKB. So in terms of timing, Army Geniuses are going to be hitting theirs much, much earlier. And you can see what the Medusa wants. He wants the Scotty, and then he wants the Blink. So he's going to be the one that's going to be following the Night Stalker. We talked about Army Geniuses have problems that their heroes don't combo too well with the Night Stalker, so they are going to itemize so that they do. And this is actually quite big. It is so weird that RSG lost the laning stage so much, and now they're paying the price. But I have to say, DB, he saw that his team couldn't get towers, so he stayed in the mid lane, defended the tower of his own, and allowed Army Geniuses to move more freely around. And that is what enabled them to actually be in this position right now. So they're controlling the top part of the map, they're controlling the bottom part of the map. Same can be said for RSG, but you can see that their wards are just a little bit more defensive than the enemies.
18-minute action rune illusion for Exercise. Norman, who has finished his Yules, is able to keep the Ember Spirit away. That also allows the Mirana inside team fights to Yule someone into the arrow and guarantee a stun. Someone's going to have to soak it, meaning Abaddon has to be there in those fights for the instant shield. And Roger knows it too. Like, you're in a very hard phase of an Abaddon gameplay right now, because you need to be there. But if you extend a little bit too far, you're still easy to pop. Even your ulti will be gone. Or they will just isolate you and kill you. Now they're going to go in on the Undying. And this time it works out. Full out combo. Get the jump. The silence is there on the Ember Spirit. Where's his stun? There we go. The Dragon Top is instantly removed, but he can't get out of the silence in time. The assassinate from MKS. BKB popped on the Nutstalker. Goes straight on top of the sniper. He needs a bit of help, but look at the damage. He's dealing. Womi way too strong right now, but the BKB is still going to be there. And the X-Will stun doesn't work out. The Blink stun from Azura. And MKS is down. Now they finally pop the Abaddon as well. He will run out, and the Grimstroke barely able to TP back home. 2 cores lost on the side of RSG.
Oh, that was Exilern. His mistake through and through. We talked about the draft in the draft phase. When you see the tombstone, you run away from it. You have good heroes to do so, and the enemies, they you know, they can chase you, but they're gonna have -1 hero, given that the Undying Tombstone isn't gonna be there. They went in, the Tombstone got popped, he didn't go back immediately, wanted to kill the Undying. Sure, that's great, but why don't you just Remnant back? Without the Exilern, the damage from RSG, the constant poke isn't there, which means that Army Geniuses can continue to chase and chase and chase. At some point, you will get the kills.
All I can give us is a chance.
Nicely working in the favor of Army Geniuses. Now 7,000 gold ahead. 8% win probability for RSG according to the graphs, and it just shows to learn as Exerciser is taken down in the mid lane. Ember losing his life to the arrow. Follow up from Army Geniuses, stacking on top of the Ember Spirit, opening up the map once again. They are keeping the bottom lane pushed out at least, so that tier 2 tower stays up a little bit longer. That would have been otherwise Army Geniuses' next choice. Target the bot lane, get the tower. Ooh. Good read on the arrow from Narman. Now while they're pushing bottom, RSG are stacking in mid for a smoke play. Medusa in the front, perfect target.
And they kill her.
They kill her and it's big.
Try.
Oh, the stun didn't go through! The stun didn't go through, and it all's gonna backfire. They're gonna have to run out of this one, and Xiao Yu.
Help is coming.
Poor Mars is gonna be in big, big trouble. And on the side is Varys. This Mars is soaking hits as well, but DB's doing work. The Soulbind's gonna be there with the roots as well. Another jump from Exerciser. Arrow coming in, almost connects up to MKS. They're able to dodge it, but now Medusa in trouble. 600, but he's got the stick charges. Exerciser into the air, into the silence from Womi, and that's a third hero gone. RSG have lost 3. Medusa lives. Chase? Assassinate is gonna... Nope, he's gonna cancel the job on Bond's gonna get hit by the Void from Womi, and there's the Blink Stone from Azura. And the arrow. Maybe they can kill the Night Stalker. I don't think they can get even this. You have the vision for it. No assassinate, no nothing. Womi's out of there. Empty-handed. RSG getting nothing.
DB just way too strong for them. If the spear had connected, that would have actually been a perfect move. But the thing is, when you get into a position where you're losing the game, you know that you have to do everything perfectly. So the Mars goes for a little bit more of a optimistic play that he's gonna get the Medusa super far back, and that backfires. The second that the Stone Gaze came out, I think RSG should have bailed completely, and they tried to, but they got a little bit baited in again.
Yeah.
Exilern, he was like, okay, maybe we can kill him. The second they see the Dark Ascension, they understand just how much of a trouble they're in. They start running away, but again, chase from Army Genius is too good. The Night Stalker, impossible to run away from.
Just overall massive here for Army Geniuses, despite the even in game 2 to RSG, who had a very good early game. In 2 games in a row, this third one has been looking so much better for them. They're in very good control. They have Medusa at 16,000 net worth. Absolute madman on DB at the moment. He's going for a Silver Edge. He's a Montescati Blink Medusa 22 minutes in. What the hell are you going to do against this guy? He's just going to solo carry this game at this pace.
Yeah, he's going to jump in your face, use the Stone Gaze.
Top lane, look. Blink stun, right on top of the Ember Spirit. He kills the creep, so he gets the arrow through, and that's a dead Ember. MVP move, kill the creep in between, get the arrow in, and there's the tip. Good job. You did your job. You made it work.
Yep. So what does RSG have left? Sniper is gonna go for the Hurricane Pike, which I like. The BKB is not gonna help you at this point because the Medusa has the Blink Dagger as well.
Yep.
So the Force Staff is the best thing you can do. You get stunned up, there's the Aphotic Shield, you Force Staff yourself out. The problem is RSG are gonna be lacking damage. So for now, I think you delay the game. You try to defend every single tower. You do not fight on the in the open area. And you kind of want to keep tabs on the DK. He is the initiation from Army Geniuses.
Yep.
But I think RSG at this point even are okay with giving a few kills. That's why Exilern went to the top lane. You're okay dying on the enemy part of the map. You just, when you don't see the enemies, you cannot be close to your tower alone. So that's the only thing they can do for now. The problem here is you're going to have to last for at least 15-20 minutes and keep the lead at this point, and then might have a chance, and that is impossible to do with the Medusa that's gonna get an Aegis and just start pushing forward. So grim times from RSG, but you take it one step at a time. Push out and give only kills on the enemy part of the map. That is the name of the game for now.
23 minutes and counting. Army Geniuses continues to extend their lead against RSG, who are facing elimination if they lose this game. There's no second chances. They got the second chance in game 2. They took it. They grabbed it. Looks like they cannot hold on to it, as this last game has not been going in their favor and not in any way. The last phase Sniper gave a bit of promise for the laning stage, but it went completely different to what it was probably supposed to go the early minutes. All the pulling shenanigans from Army Genius is understanding what they need to do to get the lane working out for the Night Stalker. Sniper having a tough game. Night Stalker being pretty big. Already got his BKB. He's 100 gold short from his Blink Dagger.
And that's gonna make the game even harder. Army Geniuses right now, you love to dive. There's no doubt about it. I like what the Sniper is doing though, going for the Hurricane Pike, going for the Aghanim Shard, and he's gonna be relying on the Ember Spirit and his Maelstrom, of course, to do the damage. That's the only thing you can do. So the plan is the same, only the outcome might not be the one that you're kind of hoping for. If in the early game you did well, then you could stand your ground and just kill people. Now, with it going badly, you know, run away from the Tombstone, run away from the Dark Ascension. Now, you can't really get kills, you can't stand your ground, but you can run away from the Dark Ascension and from the Tombstone. The only question is, can you really deal with this Medusa that is way too powerful right now?
Yep, and a second life. H is secured. 2 lives for the Medusa. That means roughly 4,000 plus 4,000 to break through because of the mana shield. Not exactly that much as the multipliers kick in, but still a lot of damage to deal this early into the game. Like, how do you muster that damage? Sniper needs to be right-clicking basically 100% of the duration of the team fight without having to relocate, reposition, or have any saves coming in from his allies, as he just needs to do pure damage from start to finish. How often do you get to play a game like that, Harry, where you can just stand and shoot everybody? It's just not that easy.
I guess you never. If that is happening, that means that you're winning the game.
Oh, he's found the sniper. He's right on top of him with the bottom ulti at the TP cancel. Oh no.
He'll stand and fight like a man.
He's got the only thing that he can do is stand still, but Womi and the catapult, they got this in the bag thanks to the arrow from Norman. He found the MVP target, the biggest kill they could. Sniper gone for 40 seconds.
And also, there's one other thing we touched upon. I don't think RSG can hope to win a team fight. The only way that you win a team fight is by Army Geniuses over-diving. The sniper, let's say he survives and then he turns around. So that is how you win a fight. The way that you want to approach this is get a kill, get out. Get a kill, get out, or give one hero away and get out.
They're trying to kill the Medusa, and again, the spear just does not connect. The stun, at least, the only thing that they needed, but they don't even have the damage to kill this Medusa, so it's just a bit of poke. Here comes Azura with the haste out of Dark Ascension as well. Womi diving straight into the high ground, looking for the Mars, and there's the arena placed down. It goes through the BKBs, and he is down. 64 seconds. Abaddon also getting stunned to the back line. They don't need to worry about that because they have a tier 2 they want to put their focus on. Glyph used.
When the sniper is dead, you can dive as much as you can. You know that there cannot be a turnaround damage point. The Ember Spirit at this point can't do much to you, especially with your BKBs being quite high duration, except for the Night Stalker. Okay, he used the 7 seconds right now, so he's gonna be in a little bit of trouble. But the DK still has a 9-second BKB. Medusa doesn't really fear dying Varys, even if he just gets the tombstone out and dies. It's good enough, and Morana will never be in harm's way. So Army Geniuses right now, you don't really have a target that you can kill, especially if the sniper is dead. So Army Geniuses, they understand that. They take away all of the outer towers, and now it's a waiting game. RSG are gonna be forced to get out of their base at some point, but Army Geniuses, you know, with this kind of a lead, you might even try to go high ground against this kind of lineup. Mars and the sniper are hard to go into, but considering the net worth of the Medusa, it wouldn't surprise me if DB just straight up goes in after he has regent.
There's not a lot of tools that RSC has, but as you said, high ground is definitely one of those. They can hold on to the high ground, they still have a chance in this game. I'm pretty sure the graphs aren't agreeing with them. Yep, 0%. It's been 0% for 3 minutes now. Let's see if they can change that.
You have to go out. You understand that there's no chance, and you would love to get a pick off so that you can push out the lanes. You don't look for a fight. It's pick off so that you can push out lanes and hope to die. Hope to die away from the map. Let's see. Army Genius.
Got a lot of vision around this area, though. There we go under the ward. The DK is the one that they catch on Womi. Instantly, he's a homing missile going straight on top of the sniper. There's the Mars Arena placed down as well. And 3 Army Geniuses heroes stacking on top of the sniper. He's got 50 seconds. No buyback available. Mars of the Loganism with the PKB up and running. But he's dropping low on HP. And he's not got any way to run out. He's trying to bulwark his way to safety. But it's not going to work out. He's down as well. Blink stun onto the Ember Spirit. And they have him controlled as they stun the Abaddon with the arrow. He's not saving the Ember. 4 heroes down, and that's looking like series and elimination for RSG. And Army Geniuses are looking to go forward to the next round. There are no defenders left inside the base.
That was just, I mean, beautiful start to the game for Army Geniuses. That's all there is to it. If you crush that lane that you probably shouldn't so hard, and you get multiple kills that RSG maybe could have prevented, but who knows? RSG they had an idea of how they wanted to play. The problem is that they gave a bit too much gold to the side of Army Geniuses, so then their idea kind of fell flat when the enemies can just dive you like madmen.
Again, onto the Abaddon. His ulti's not even come back off cooldown by the time he's dead already. They did burn the Aegis. They still don't have all their men up, and especially with that Abaddon dead again for another half a minute, there's no way to purge off those stuns. 2 lanes of racks down, going for the third and final. DB leading the charge. Womi is
last fight.
Having a bit of a nap there under the range racks. And there's the Blink Sun onto the Ember Spirit. Exilsiler, and he falls with the BKB pop by the Mars and his arena down as well. He gets stoned by the Medusa.
Sorry, last slaughter.
Is looking to take this game as well, but spells running out. No more ultis really to give. Abaddon is alive, but no Ember Spirit. Womi blinks in between 4 of RSG's heroes. There's the stun onto the sniper. Azura taking fountain hits.
They can't kill with a fountain.
Yep, they just can't. They just don't have the damage to work around. DB, though, his mana pool has been completely depleted. So I guess at this point, you just finish off the racks, but they're not even given the chance to finish off the Mega Creeps because he went fountain diving. RSG gets to breathe.
No. Narman is dead? No, he has Eels. You defended the fountain. If you're RSG, you're okay. We have a place on the map that is safe. Right? It's not like the enemies can die there because the DK got pushed into the fountain and still survived, but at least you have a place on the map. So I think the only reason RSG, let's be real now, are playing this one because it's their last game of the tournament. So you kind of want to play as much as possible, even though you're losing. You want you want to play competitive. It's fun. It's fun, you know, especially if you're a sniper. I think MKS is saying, guys, I can still shoot them from afar. So can you let me at least use my concussive grenade a bit more? And you know, it is him calling it out. Though in terms of chances of victory, there are none.
At this current pace, still holding a 100% win probability in this game. Army Geniuses would be making it into the top 4 of this tournament. So knocking out one of the Phase 2 invitees. The team that has been playing all the way since the start of the tournament, making their way all the way to the top 4 is it's a huge achievement for Army Geniuses. They've been playing very well together. Hunting down the sniper one more time. MKS bomb down. Roger falls as well, and that seals the deal. Elimination for RSG, but Army Geniuses, they march on.
Yeah, they definitely do. And they're gonna be marching on over RSG. Literally, what happened in this game? They just ran over RSG. Didn't give him a chance to play the game. Something kind of what happened in game number 2 as well. So we can look at that at game 1 as the decider because it was the closest one, and these ones just being RSG dominating one and Army Geniuses dominating the other game. I can only assume Army Geniuses, they had their last pick once they saw the sniper. They went for the Night Stalker. They knew exactly how they wanted to play that lane even before they picked the hero. And RSG, well, they did their best. I mean, Roger, he kind of understood what Army Geniuses wanted to do, and he pulled the wave back and forth. But you know, a stray arrow hits you. I don't want to say that that's not the thing that decided the game, but it is something that helped Army Geniuses in the lane. And then once the nighttime came, MKS just wasn't powerful enough to stand his ground. There were a few of those points. Roger getting the arrow, Roger not planting the ward. He planted the ward 5 seconds after Army Geniuses went through the river and then caught the sniper. And those are some little things that made the game so much more easier for the Army Geniuses. But from the way they played, I'm looking at this one. They had a plan from start to finish of what they wanted to do. Even if we don't get towers, even if not everything is going our way, we know when we are going to dive, how we're going to dive, and in the end, it works out for them.
Very easy Medusa game for DP with all that happened with the laning stage going so well for Army Geniuses. He was 881 GPM at the end of the game, 9-0 and 8, uncontested. I think that's the main word because of how well this game went for Army Geniuses. Uncontested Medusa usually leads into very successful things for your team. RSG only scoring 8 kills as well in this last game, and that was, well, they played their weakest game in the final game of the series. They played a good game 1, they played a stellar game 2, but they fell very short in this last one, and they are out of the tournament. Army Geniuses secure top 4. But ladies and gents, we're not done yet because we have another series to go. And we need an opponent for our Army Geniuses. We have Nigma Galaxy SEA versus Patriots coming up after the break in about 15-ish minutes. So we will see you then with T-Panda and Harry Freak on the commentary. Get yourself some drinks. We'll be back in a bit.